especially when it comes to guys. It's obviously when they see your pictures or they see your videos on Snapchat, that could be one thing. And when people see you in real life, that could be another. What's the reaction you get when people actually see you in real life?
It's very dramatic. It actually kind of scares me because this happened kind of overnight. It wasn't like a gradual thing. So people will be like, oh my God, like you're hurt, bae. Like, oh my God, can I get a picture with you? And I'm just kind of like, yeah, sure. Like, if you want to take a picture, like that's fine. People will ask like what I'm doing now. They'll ask if I'm still dating Leonard. They'll ask like, was it fake? They just want to have a conversation with me. They feel like they kind of know my relationship and they feel like they know me. So it's kind of fun talking to them. Like, it's not so awkward.
What about as far as your appearance? Do people think you look taller, shorter, thicker, thinner, skinnier?
People are like, oh, I didn't know you were that skinny. Like, you look really thin, or like, you look really fit. People are like, I thought you were shorter. I thought you were taller. I get all of it.
What's your opinion of social media today, generally speaking? What do you make of it?
I think it takes over the world. Like, everywhere you look, someone's looking down at their phone or like looking at Twitter, looking at Instagram. But I don't think it's like necessarily good or bad. I think that's just the world we live in right now.
This is an obvious question, but I'm still going to ask it anyways. Has it played a role in your success?
It has. It has. The video amassed 100 million followers, 100 million views total across like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook.
So that's like 100 million views. I don't know if that's 100 million people, but it was viewed 100 million times.
I'm sure some people cheated and watched it 10, 20 times.
Maybe a few times. I think my dad watched it half a time. He barely watched. He couldn't watch it.
Now, okay, so when it comes to social media, and when that video came out, what was the platform that it actually premiered through? Was it Instagram?
No, it was Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Yeah. And I barely get on Facebook, so my friend had to call me to tell me to watch it because I didn't know when it was coming out, and I didn't know that it was going to be on Facebook.
So Facebook, and out of all the 100 million views that you've seen, is Facebook the main platform where most of those views came from?
I think 40 million came from Facebook alone. So yeah.
Now, when it comes to social media, what's your biggest pet peeve with it at this point? What bothers you the most about it, if anything?
The internet trolls. They bother me the most.
How do you deal with hateful or negative comments online?
I just delete the comment. I read it and I like think about it for like 5 seconds, but like I've started to just not think about it and just delete it as I see them. Or if I don't see them, then that's even better.
Clap back?
I choose not to clap back often, but when I do clap back, I delete it after they've seen it. Yeah.
How do you know they've seen it? They respond?
They respond.
Or you just
and then I delete
the
their comment, my comment, their response, and then I block them.
Couldn't you just DM them?
No, I don't want to give them the satisfaction. Then they can slide in my DMs whenever they want.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, what about blocking people? Do you do that?
So I got hacked twice, and the hacker blocked a lot of my friends. So now I'm going through the process of like unblocking people, but I do block people who are like trolling my page, yeah.
Have you ever unblocked somebody that you blocked previously and put them back in general population, or is it like a zero tolerance policy? Once you're blocked, that's it.
I've unblocked, yeah. Because sometimes it's just people being like funny, and they're like, oh, you blocked me, block me. It's like, okay, I'll unblock you.
Now, speaking of, and I want to talk to about that hacking in a second, but speaking of negative or hateful comments, has it ever gotten that bad where you've received a death threat online?
No.
Never that bad?
No. Mostly just like name calling, or like you're this, you're that, but never like threatening comments. No.
What about stalkers? Has anybody ever crossed that imaginary boundary between online and real life?
No, I have like this one Twitter follower. He retweets every single tweet, like regardless of what it says, he'll retweet it, and he'll like comment or like say something. But that's the extent of like stalking.
When it comes to the hacking, I want to retouch that subject. When it comes to the hacking, how did you get hacked twice?
I had an easy password. It was very easy. It was like a cartoon character and like 2 numbers. And I didn't realize like now you have this many followers, like people are gonna try to hack you. And I learned the hard way. And then when I reset my password, I set it to the same name, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so I got hacked again.
So these are people that understand or get to know you better. They find out what you like, what you don't like. They see a certain cartoon character that you like, and they kind of just guess that?
I have no idea how this person hacked me. They hacked me, then they sold my page. I don't even know that people could buy Instagram pages. Like, that's crazy. But then I got an email that said, it was from Instagram supposedly, and they said, oh, someone's trying to log into your account. Please send us your login information and your password. I was like, I don't think I've ever gotten an email from Instagram. So
that's how you got hacked?
No, that was how I almost got hacked for the 3rd time.
Oh.
But I was smarter this time. I said, no, Instagram doesn't send emails. I know this.
What you're talking about is called phishing. That's when hackers will send email that looks very similar to somebody verified, whether it's a YouTube or Facebook. You know, me having a YouTube channel, I go through what you say, a fake Instagram email. I get fake YouTube emails. But when you look at the email address it's coming from, that's an easy way to discern if it's real or it's fake. And you also have to be careful because hackers are getting smarter.
Yeah.
And they're moving away from phishing through emails. They're actually going through direct messages now. So they'll send something similar. They'll say something, and I've seen this happen too, where they'll send something and say, hey, somebody's talking a lot of mess about you. I'm a big supporter. I'm a fan. Here's the link to all the stuff they're talking about. I just reported the page. Check it out. Something like that.
Yeah.
And if you're not paying attention to your DMs and you're just going through them, you might click on the link, and that's how you would get phished through direct messages.
Wait, so what happens when you click the link?
You don't want to click the link, but if you click the link, you know, I think it gives you that process where you have to re-log in or something like that, and you give away your stuff.
Oh, wow.
See, but it's such a real message. It's not exactly how I said it. They come off as a
They seem so
true
real.
supporter.
It has the logo. It has like the font. It looks like an email, and it happened to my friend. Actually, just like a couple of days ago, he got hacked. He has like 200,000 followers, and they said the phishing thing. They were like, "Oh, we need your password. Like someone's trying to hack you," and it was a hacker. So yeah, there's an actual hacking convention going on this weekend in Atlanta, and I want to go and be like, one of y'all hacked my Instagram account.
The internet is, it's a lot of stuff going on with the internet. There's a thing called the dark web.
Yeah.
That's a very secretive, quiet place where a lot of black market illegal activity goes on.
Is that like Bitcoins?
That's another thing that's online. There's an online currency. There's different things regarding online currency, and some people say that, hey, if you're going to invest, you should invest in online currency, which could be a big deal in the future. I don't know personally too much about it, but I've heard people say they're thinking about or investing into online currency. But
do you think that's a good idea?
I don't know too much about it personally.
Okay.
I need to do more research, but I know people are getting into it.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff online if you really dig deep.
Everything's online.
But with those 2 hackings, do you think it was a phishing incident, or do you think it was just somebody targeting you?
It was somebody targeting. Okay, so there was some bad blood between me and this person. I don't know why. Like, they just had it out for me. And his friend said, yeah, like my boy does coding and he does this and that. And his friend, I think he's the one who hacked my page.
Oh. So this is a personal attack.
This is a personal attack, twice.
Now, when it comes to social media. Obviously, you have a very nice following on Instagram, couple 100,000 people there. What about Snapchat? Do you utilize Snapchat?
Yeah, I use Snapchat, but a lot of people don't know my Snapchat because I don't really advertise it like that.
Is it something personally for you and your friends type of thing? That's why you don't advertise it?
Well, so me and Snapchat go way back, like years and years. I don't know. I feel like I can be more like silly on Snapchat, more so than like Insta story. But yeah, so my Snapchat is Courtney George, Courtney Jorge.
Same thing as your Instagram then?
No, my Instagram is Creole Court.
Oh, that's right. Oh, so I'm confusing your real name with.
Yeah, my Snapchat is my real name.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen a lot of people not use Snapchat as much ever since the rise of Instagram Stories, which is a feature on Instagram very similar to Snapchat. Do you use both, or do you tend to?
I use both, but like sometimes I'll put things on Snapchat that I won't put on Instagram because I just feel more comfortable with Snap.
Do you check your messages on Snapchat?
So my messages are cut off on Snapchat unless we're friends. But I don't know. I may change that.
I see. And how often are you posting these days on Snap?
On Snap, I post like every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
multiple times a day.
And another new feature on Instagram, which is similar to what Facebook Live does and Periscope, even YouTube streaming, is Instagram Live. Do you use that feature at all?
Yes.
How often do you jump on live?
I don't get on live as much as I would want to, but I got on live a couple days ago at my 1079 interview, and that was like ridiculous. I don't know, it's pretty cool.
I also, too, seen when Instagram Live first came out, everybody was using it like crazy. Now, not so much. People aren't jumping on as much. Why do you think that is?
I think with anything, people get tired of it or just like forget about it. Like the multiple pictures that you can do on Instagram, like that has died down a little bit. I think like the features just like die down.
Do you think with the rise of Instagram Stories, do you think Snapchat can still survive?
I think so, only because Snapchat has like the filters, like the faces.
But Instagram is starting to beef their stuff up.
But it's never going to be like Snapchat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have the voice changer. They have like, people have built their followers on Snapchat. And like, I don't know. I think they're going to stick around.
Now, back to Instagram Live. What's the most unique location you've been live from? Was it that radio station interview, or is it some?
So I don't go live that often, but
is that the most unique location so far at this point, or something else?
Yeah,
I've seen some pretty crazy things on Instagram Live.
I need to do it more, but it was the radio station. I did it at home in Brooklyn one time. I did it, I think that's like it.
Do you think with these changes, especially with what Instagram's been doing, do you think Twitter can still survive these social media platform changes that's been happening recently?
So I didn't have a Twitter before February of this year when the whole video came out. And someone made a fake Twitter. So then I was forced to make a real Twitter. But I didn't feel like I was missing anything from Twitter. But now that I'm on Twitter, I see what like the hype is about. Like I see a lot of funny stuff on Twitter that I just can't get on Instagram. It's like a comment section. It's a whole app for comment sections.
But people can make comments all day on Instagram.
Yeah, that's true. But it's like you have to like load more, load more, load more. Like Twitter is just like everybody has something to say.
Do you think it's Donald Trump's tweets that's keeping Twitter alive?
No, no chance.
Just curious. What about your parents? Are they on social media?
Yes, they are. Sometimes my dad will call me. He'd be like, "Can we take that picture down?" Like, I was like,
so
"Okay."
They're watching your stuff.
Yeah, I had to block my parents from my Insta story because they like keep tabs on me. Like, where is she? What is she doing?
You can block somebody on Instagram stories and that doesn't affect them going onto your Instagram?
Yeah, you just push hide story.
Oh.
I hate to do it, but it's like sometimes you just don't want your parents to see certain things.
Do they interact with you on social media, or is it behind closed doors type of thing with the phone calls and stuff?
My mom will DM me, and she'll be like, "Oh, do you think this is cute?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's cute. It's cute that you're using DM."
But are they commenting on your stuff?
Oh, yeah. They're
are.
like my biggest fans.